Recording right now. Oh! Did you like that little addition there?
I loved it.
I love that.
I tried it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Brooklyn Show. I am your host, Jonathan Taker, with the lovely Angela Muto. And tonight's guest, we have another lovely. Like, there's two ladies tonight. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. But we have Rinat Gabai.
Yeah.
Rinat Gabai from Corcoran.
Hello,
everybody.
fellas.
Hello. We'll clap for Rinat. No, you can't clap.
That's a fantastic name.
It's just clapping.
So polite.
Rinat Gabai. Well, you're not. Are you going by Rinat Gabai? Is Rinat Gabai your name?
Yes, I am
You like
going by
Rinat
Rinat
RG?
Gabai,
Anyone call you
even
RG?
though I am known as Rinat Gabai.
Oh.
Pear, is there a...
Pear.
It's like pear?
Yeah, there is a hyphen.
How do you spell
hyphen?
pear?
Apostrophe, no? Isn't it called apostrophe? Between the E's?
Yeah, I can already
for the
see.
Pear?
There's already like
It's
this
an
girl
apostrophe.
thing. There's already this girl thing going on. They're already connecting on a certain level
Oh, no, don't feel
that I
left
can't
out. I'm
compete
so
on.
sorry.
No, but
Oh, no,
there's
we're-
something going on here, and I'm not really sure.
It's the spelling of my last name.
Well, how do you spell?
So
how do you spell
intrigued.
pear?
We're
It's
not.
not just pear.
Pear?
Like pear. Pear.
It is, but
P-E-A-R?
if you wanna pronounce it correctly,
Yeah.
it's pe'er.
Pear.
Which in Hebrew, I gotta say, means grace.
It means grace. Oh, that's a nice. That's a nice last
Pretty
name.
fancy
Well,
last
it's
name, yeah.
So is everyone like, oh?
Oh.
Like
in
when-
Israel,
in Israel, where they're
but
like,
not
oh,
here.
we're
Nobody
not
knows.
pe'er.
Everybody here reads it Pierre.
Really?
Pierre, or they think it's French.
Well, here Grace is a first name. Like I have a friend. Her name's Grace.
Of course.
She's actually Chinese, but still, it's an American name.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I know a lot of Chinese girls
Named
that go by
Grace.
the name
Is
Grace.
that a common Chinese name? I
I
didn't
don't
know
know.
that.
I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
people
Princess
take a like
Grace.
to
Well,
it.
Princess Grace.
Princess Grace is a great name.
She was
Well,
American.
she's
Where was she from?
Famous.
She's Grace.
Canadian
Yeah,
or
Grace.
Philadelphia?
She was an actress, right? Yeah, she's
Grace
American.
Kelly.
Grace Kelly.
I believe she
From
was...
Philly.
Grace
Look at
Kelly,
that.
I would like.
Well,
yes.
you know, that's
Wow.
nice.
Well, she's your era. It's your era.
Oh no!
Oh, I
Oh,
did
no.
it. No, you
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
Oh my God. Oh
no,
my
you
God.
didn't.
You know, I know who she... I happen to know who she is because...
Don't worry about it. No
because,
need.
Because
I
you
am-
have good taste.
yes,
No need.
I've seen movies.
No
I've
need
been out of
to
the house.
explain.
I've been outside.
No need. Well, look. Let's start asking Rinat some questions
Oh,
that
let's get into business.
our listeners wanna know, because I think there's a lot about Rinat that they want to know. First of all,
Okay.
we know you work for the Corcoran Group,
Yes, I am.
correct? How long have you worked at Corcoran?
I've been at Corcoran since June 2010.
June 2010.
Which,
so do the math.
Almost 7 years.
7 years. Almost 7 years.
Yeah, in June.
And where'd you work before that?
Douglas Elliman.
Douglas Elliman.
The enemy.
Did you work at the Williamsburg office?
I was there for a very short period of time, and I'll explain why.
I'd
But
love to know
before-
why.
Mostly I was in the Upper West Side office in Douglas Elliman.
Upper West Side.
Yeah. That was... Well,
Was your name Pear then?
no,
Oh wait, no.
It was Gabai.
It was Gabai. Wait, no, it was Gabai. Okay, so it was Gabai.
It was
Is it spelled
Gabai. It
good?
wasn't
How is that
Gabai.
Gabai.
And it's an Israeli, last name, so don't expect it
Your
to...
ex-husband was Israeli? Is Israeli. He's
Well,
still
his
alive.
parents
Yeah.
immigrated here, so he carried their name.
Got it.
And it's a very famous
He spoke
name.
Hebrew?
Gabai,
Speaks Hebrew?
just piece of side
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
The Gabai is actually the job of the treasurer in the synagogue.
Wait, it's a job to
That's
be a
the
Gabai?
name, Gabai.
Is
In
the
Hebrew is the
treasurer.
word.
He's the
which means
treasurer.
He's the treasurer of the synagogue. So
What's
it's
the
an important
secretary
job.
called? What's the secretary called?
I don't know what the secretary
Let's-
Let's say
I just know what the treasurer
You know,
is called.
because it's your last name.
That's exactly what I know.
the secretary is the Hawa.
So, the text. Oh, what's the president called? The presidente?
The Kohen. The chief.
Cohen?
Oh,
Cohen.
Is
He's
the,
the
is
chief.
the president?
He's
I'm
the
a
chief.
Cohen. You know that?
No.
Yes,
Then
I am a Cohen.
Check
yeah.
your
But I'm not the president
ancestor.
of the synagogue.
Well, your great
Was.
ancestor might have been.
Might have been the
Probably,
president.
not might have, was a Kohen in a synagogue.
And Jesus Christ was the Gabai.
Well, Jesus wasn't even.
He might have been the
wasn't
Gabai.
even around.
No.
Maybe
until
he
that
was on the
happened.
board of the synagogue.
Jesus came
before
later
the whole thing.
on.
Jesus.
Maybe Jesus was involved in some back end stuff,
Yeah.
being treasurer
Oh.
of the synagogue.
Jesus fucked
and they
up.
ousted him.
That's a Gilbert Dunn
possible.
Yeah.
Totally possible. Look,
Conspiracy
we don't want to get
theory.
into this.
Conspiracy theory. I hear
yeah.
here.
All right, let's get back to the
Okay,
roast.
get
Let's
back, get
stay
back.
on point. Okay, so
All
you
right.
worked at Douglas Elliman. That was your first job?
No, actually, I started real estate.
Yeah, first job in real estate. First job.
Metropolis. Metropolis
Metropolis. They're
is
still around,
doesn't.
right?
No, they
Oh, they're
don't.
gone?
They no longer exist.
Yeah.
That's
in Manhattan, though. That's in
Manhattan.
Yeah.
It was Murray Hill, 32nd and Lexington.
Got it.
That was my first office. I did mainly rentals for 2.5 years.
Oh.
You were there for 2.5 years.
Yes.
That's a long time in this business. I
It
would say.
is. It is. But
Yeah.
I wanted to get, how do you say? I wanted to get real good before I go into the big
Yeah. You paid your
shark
dues.
pool.
As you should, I think.
So then I joined the shark pool at Douglas
Sorry, Douglas
Elliman.
Elliman.
Yes.
And you joined the Williamsburg office.
No, I was
Upper West Side.
Upper West Side because I lived there actually. That
Got
was pre-kids.
PK.
Yes, PK.
Yeah.
And then
When you had a life. And
I
when
worked
you,
with the
when you were
Tamir
somebody.
Shemesh group for a year, 2
Yeah.
years, and then I moved to work on my own in the Upper West Side office.
At the Douglas Elliman office.
Douglas Elliman.
Got it.
Then I went on kind of a maternity leave because I had
Yeah.
twins.
Yeah.
Doctor's orders not to work after 6 months. It was a risky pregnancy,
Well,
I
it's
guess
twins.
you call it.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I took a break and I moved to Brooklyn at
So
the
you
time.
moved from wait, you
And
were living in the Upper West Side,
Yes.
and then you were like, "We're having twins. We need a bigger place."
Exactly.
And so it was like, "Shit, let's move to Brooklyn."
Correct.
So we moved to Brooklyn
And
and
took time off
okay.
for the twins because I
Time
really wanted
off,
to be
had the
some.
kids.
I wanted to have
What do you have,
fun
boys?
being a mom.
You
I have
have
a boy
boys?
and a girl.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
Adam and Zoe.
Hang
best,
them up.
Best.
Were you like, boy and a girl?
Yeah,
hang it
one
up?
shot. That's
Done.
it. I'm done.
That's
yeah,
perfect. That's
that was
perfection.
it. I also, I
Yeah.
didn't do it in my 20s, so that's
Yeah.
why.
So you were like, but it was perfect.
kind
It
of
was
perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I took some time off to be with them and just enjoy motherhood a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I went back to the Douglas Elliman office in Williamsburg,
In Williamsburg. This is what year are we now?
2010. No, 9.
2009.
Let's
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
End of
we're gonna check,
2009.
We're gonna check.
Cause I've
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've known you, but
Oh
haven't
my
really
God.
known you for a long time. I mean,
Correct, yeah.
Like I
I've
would
been
say
around.
since 2009. I would say since 2009.
Probably because, when I started working and showing in Brooklyn, that's when we met.
Well, the first I met you was at the in the boys' bathroom. There's a picture of Rinat
Oh.
on Bedford at that bar. Well, it's not there anymore. What was the name of that bar? There's like a picture of
I thought
Rinat,
you-
and it says like,
What did it say?
"I could sell your apartment for you." Rinat Gabai.
Was it?
Yeah, and I was like, "That's brilliant."
Oh, that's-
You know, it's good
Marketing.
marketing. That's
Yeah.
good marketing.
I was like, "That's brilliant marketing."
Yes. You're giving me a really good tip
That's
now.
actually, you know what? It's actually
Tell
a
you,
great idea.
I'm going to start looking for good bathrooms around the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
it's a great
There's always
idea.
the Port Authority. You get a lot of traffic there.
You know, it would be great if it was
That's my
LED. They could have an
territory.
LED.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Sort of like I could sell your home. You know, one of those, something like that. All right, so in 2009, you're at Douglas Elliman.
Yes, and I
Okay.
joined Christina Lior, the Barack
Christine, the
Blackburn
Barack
team.
Blackburn
Yes.
team. Yes.
And I've been with them for a little
Was
bit.
it like, because hey, Lior, like I'm Israeli, you're Israeli. Like,
We've known
let's
each other for
join.
years, just like,
You knew each other because you're Israelis.
Before then. No,
Yeah.
they worked at Douglas. They started, I think, in 2005
Yeah,
at
they used to
Douglas
be at
Elliman.
Elliman, yeah.
When I started.
That's
And
right,
we
and
met,
they
I
went to
think,
Corcoran, that's right.
orientation or something like
Yeah.
that. We met each other a while back, and we just kept in touch, and joined them. It was a great experience. I love them. They're great.
Yeah.
And then when they decided to move to
To Compass.
another competitor, yeah,
To
to
Compass.
Compass.
We all sleep
I
around.
decided
Everybody
we all
sleeps
sleep
around in
around.
this business.
I guess
There's
so.
a lot.
Well,
it's
I'm
a
a
lot.
loyal. I'm a loyal agent. I'd like to think of myself.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, 2 years anywhere is I think, a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I think a
Well,
long
7
time.
years in Corcoran is a long time, though.
7 years in Corcoran is
But
like,
I love where
mean,
I'm at.
my
I
God,
really,
that's
really,
forever.
I
Yeah.
really love my office. We have
Yeah.
a great.
You don't have to say all this.
No,
I mean,
I really do. I have to
don't
say
you
it
don't-
because I
you
feel it.
don't- Thanks, Lloyd. So that Lloyd, you don't have to be so serious when you show us the 9 minutes that we're 9
We're at
minutes
9
in.
minutes.
Did you see that? Lloyd just he
Was
just
he
gave me
like
that. He
that?
just said 9 minutes. Anyways, very
Well.
serious, very serious. But anyway, okay, so
So yeah,
so you've been at Corcoran's for 7 years.
yes, and
And, you're working
now I'm
on
on
a
my
team?
own.
You're working on
Obviously,
your
no,
own
now I'm
now.
on my own. I've been
You're
on
on
my
your
own
own.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
Since they moved, and
How's that going? How's
I feel
it
like
going?
I'm back into my own.
Are you in the
and
groove?
It's the best, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Be-
what? Like
I
what,
mean-
are you, what are you focusing on now?
I always do mainly sales, but I do everything.
Yeah.
I manage properties. I have family that owns properties.
You manage properties
and
too,
they
yeah.
live in Israel. All my investors they live abroad. I
Yeah.
take care of the properties, whether it's a condo, small townhouse.
Oh.
So you're
I do all of
single-handedly
it.
handling the Israeli population in Brooklyn?
Not, I wouldn't say
70%?
the Israeli population.
You and Brooke Safford?
Me and
Is
Lior.
that right? And Lior?
and-
What does Lior have a lot of Israeli? Does Lior handle a lot of them too?
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if you know that it may be the best kept secret in real estate, but there's
Yeah.
tons of Israelis in
there
real
are,
estate.
I mean, are you kidding me?
They are tons.
They're like everywhere. I don't know what happened. It's like,
So, we all have our own
Yeah.
leads, connections.
when you meet an Israeli developer or an Israeli landlord or something, are you
Okay.
immediately like, money smack, go do you do one of those?
Not really. Cause,
Stop it.
Okay, so.
Stop it. How could I want to know at what point of the conversation do you start talking Hebrew? I want to know.
Well,
when you don't know the person,
Israeli developer?
Israel. Okay.
If I know
okay.
they're Israelis,
Hold
I'll
on.
speak to them Hebrew immediately.
Immediately.
Of course,
So
because
right
it's
in
like,
it.
you're Russian and
Yeah.
you're going to go meet a Russian
So right away,
friend.
you're
You're not
like,
going to
oh,
talk
one of
Russian
you.
to
I'm one of you. You're like, oh, one of you.
them. Manishma.
Manishma.
Yes.
So right away you get the
Manishma.
Hebrew, and then they're like, oh.
What
yeah.
is manishma?
But they know you're.
How you doing?
That means what's up. It's
All
like what's
right.
up.
All right.
But you know what? But they know you're Israeli. Your name, it's a very Israeli name.
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
That's the thing with the Israelis. You know they're Israeli because
there
the
is,
names
but
are all
okay,
like
but
Israeli.
you know that the name is Israeli.
Sure.
You can't
It's never
really go
Dave
wrong.
Smith and he
However,
speaks
if-
Hebrew, you
but
know,
if you've
so.
been here enough, and
Yeah.
so you
Absolutely.
know not to make that mistake, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
Israelis and non-Israelis, just
Yeah.
with Israeli names,
Yeah.
that don't speak the language. So you know not to assume everyone with an Israeli name speaks the language. So I don't assume that
Most
anymore.
of them do, though.
But
In the business,
the
I would
accent
say,
usually
yeah,
gives it.
99, yeah.
The accent usually gives it. Most Israelis have a very heavy accent. Not myself, obviously.
No, you don't.
But-
So you were in the army then.
Yes, I was.
You were in the army.
I
For
was.
for all of our 17 viewers out there, I
Who
just want
don't
to let
know what you are.
everyone know that when you are from Israel and you grow up in Israel, it is your duty,
It's mandatory.
mandatory.
Correct.
I never know what camera to look at. I don't
Well,
know.
you know,
I'll go to both, Lloyd. It's very confusing, but I'm going to tell you that you must be in the Israeli army. So, and which I think is amazing. Being
is a
Jew,
great
being an American
experience.
Jew, it's amazing.
I don't think. I mean, yeah.
2
I-
years, 2 years.
And you probably
Girls
know
do 2
years,
years,
men
and the
3
boy, men do
Yeah.
3 years.
So you,
Oh, okay.
so did you shoot anybody? Did you kill anybody?
Not anybody, no.
Did you shoot at someone?
Well, I shoot at targets, not at somebody.
But you never had to shoot
no,
at a human
I
being.
wasn't in a combat unit. Actually, I was one of the boring nerds.
Did you ask like, can I not shoot at people? Like, is there ever a
Can
a
I
day?
not shoot?
Well, is there ever a day where they're like, anybody not want? Well, I'm doing.
No.
I
Okay.
Can't do an
So
Israeli
let me.
accent.
Okay. No, but
Sounds
let me
pretty
tell you how this works.
Yeah.
In the Israeli army, you're
Yeah.
assigned a job.
Okay.
If your job is to shoot people, you
Yeah.
shoot people. And if your job is to be in
You're just
the
assigned a job.
computer unit and make sure that those people in the front have whatever they need to be there safe, then that's your job.
So wait, you're
My job
assigned
was-
a job.
Yes.
So like, what if they're like, all right, Rani, we're
Rinat.
not sorry, we're not. We want you to shoot people, and you're
You can
like,
refuse
you're like,
the job.
whoa,
You can
I
refuse
do
the
not
job.
want to shoot people.
You could refuse the job.
and then they'll be like, okay, you don't
okay,
have
then
to
we
shoot
want you to
people.
do this. Yeah.
We
that-
want you to cook eggs for everybody in the morning, okay?
There is choice,
So
and
what was your job? What was your job?
I was in the nerds unit, the
What's the
computer.
nerds? So that was the first job they gave you?
The computer unit.
We want you to be in the computer unit. Done! We're good!
Okay, so you needed to take a lot of tests to get in that unit.
Yeah.
It's not just everybody
So
can
you
go
have
and
to
do
be
that.
smart.
You have to be very smart. Correct,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So after a week's worth of tests and them deciding that
So it's competitive. Like people
I
want to be in it.
qualify.
Oh, so wait. So everybody wanted to
Congratulations.
be in the computer.
Everybody wants to be there.
They do want to be in the computer.
We're talking pre-2000, yeah?
Yeah, we're talking.
We're talking in the 90s. In the 90s.
Oh, so now it's different. Now it's different.
UK2 and all that.
Okay, so now it's
computer
different.
back then was like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shit.
Got it. That was like the best.
Are we
Look,
censored?
we are not
We
censored.
are
Can I say
censored.
shit?
Cock shit, fuck this.
Oh, okay, we can say that.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So
Tits.
back
You want
then,
tits out.
back
Can't say
then,
tits.
everybody wanted to go there because
Sorry.
that
Just-
kind of yeah.
I don't
Oh,
want-
can't say tits.
No, we can't say tits. But speaking of tits,
Speaking of tits,
I wanted to place you beneath a painting that we had done
That is
of
actually
you.
Renat.
I actually
nude.
thought about it.
Renat, this is you.
Why would you
in the
put a
nude.
picture of me?
That it's
Well,
going to
we
be a
thought it
thank
was
you
very
gift.
meta. You
Oh,
know?
it's a gift.
It's a gift
Oh.
that we're going to give to you when you leave
Thank you.
today.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
If you'll sign, well,
I'll
we
sign
would
it if you
no,
want.
well, it's Renat can take it home and
I'm
do
just-
whatever she'd like with it.
okay.
No, it's okay. So hold on. So everyone wanted to be in this computer outfit.
Well, they wanted to be in that computer.
What did you do on the
because,
computers? What were you doing?
Do you remember
Can
a
you
time
talk
when there
about
were
this?
mainframe and AS400 computers?
I have no idea what you're talking
Ancient
about.
animals,
I
like a
didn't-
dinosaur in the computer
Were
world.
you working on PC or Mac?
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
think
not
this
it.
was
No,
pretty
way
bad.
bigger than that.
It was like Israeli technology
It's the
right
one
now?
that controlled the army.
Really?
Okay.
So like, could
Those
you be
are the
like,
ones.
I'm gonna bomb the
All the
Arabs."
secrets of the army was in that computer that I controlled.
Like if you hit the wrong button, would you be like, oh shit? I think I
Yeah,
just bombed
that was-
the Arabs.
No, you can't
It wasn't
really
like
do
that?
no,
Or
not
nothing
like
like
that.
that?
But it's a lot of
Okay.
intelligence, let's put it that way.
Got it. So you did that.
I did that. I got a
Yeah.
great job after the army doing
Yeah.
that actually.
Oh.
And that's the reason why everybody wants to go there because
Yeah.
you're snatched out of the army and have a job.
Oh.
And you make very nice living.
Snatch.
Well, but everyone has to go. What do you mean? In Israel, though, you're talking about?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
a
but
job.
everyone has to go to the army, though.
What do you mean?
said
Everybody has to
everyone,
go to
like,
the
you
army,
go to
but
the
not
army and
everybody
then
that
you get a
goes to the
job.
army gets a job outside the army when you release.
Oh, but because you were in the computer outfit.
Because I was in the computer
Got
unit,
it.
I
Got
was
it.
considered one of the greatest minds
Got it.
of
So
the
they were like,
Israeli
"We've got
army
to-"
at the time.
Because you were.
So what'd you do out of the army? What
I
was your
did
job?
exactly that job. I was a
For a
computer
company.
For a company, exactly.
Interesting.
I did that to finance
Tel Aviv?
everything I needed. Yes, in Tel Aviv.
Wow, that would be great.
I lived it up because
Yeah. Tel Aviv's a great city. You ever been?
great.
You
I
probably
have to, and I've never been.
Really, you do have to go. I mean,
I
you
know,
don't need to be
you
Jewish
must,
to go.
you
In
must,
fact,
you
I mean, they
must.
just.
I'd love to go.
I think it's a big place for
Somebody take
Christians
me.
to go, right?
It is. Well,
Yeah,
not Tel
like-
Aviv.
Oh, then I wouldn't do
Israel.
that.
Well,
is.
just Israel in general.
Israel is a
yeah.
great,
I mean,
great
yeah, you have to
place.
go to Israel. It's
I-
definitely on
yeah.
a bucket
For
list.
Christians, for everybody,
Yeah,
basically.
for
It's
any
great.
religion. I mean, it's the epicenter
I'm not a
of
Christian.
religion.
What are you?
Well, what are you?
Atheist?
No,
I mean, just tell us what
I'm
you are.
I'm Wiccan.
You're what?
Wiccan.
What is
vegan Wiccan.
What does that mean?
I'm a witch.
Love that.
You're not a
It's
witch.
the best
You're so full of
religious.
shit. You're so full of shit.
That's the
She's
best
so full of
religious.
shit. She's so
I'm
full of shit. You can't
Wiccan.
just tell us what
I'm,
you are. You speak to God. You speak to God.
Well, Wiccans,
Occasionally.
we believe in fairies.
She had an MCI this
And I'm,
week.
you know.
She had an MCI and she
Okay.
was freaked out. And I was like,
and-
"No, I'm sorry, it's an MRI."
MRI.
MCI.
MCI, isn't it a record thing?
I knew it
On
was
the
like I
record
knew it was
MCI.
like I knew it was like a thing.
Okay.
And she had an MRI and she like emailed me. She's
freaked
like,
out?
"Yo, I got an MRI.
Wow.
They found something." And I was like, "Oh, well, how do I respond to that?" You know. So I responded with a joke. Right. I
Okay.
responded with like, I thought it was a funny joke. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Because I made
was.
you laugh.
Did it help
you
you?
laugh? Did you
I
giggle?
know, I laughed.
Did
And
you
the
giggle?
joke was,
Well, the joke was she said like I have a thing on my kidney. Isn't that what you said?
yeah, I have a thing
She's
on
like,
my
I have a
kidney.
thing on my kidney. They don't know what it is, and I didn't know how to respond. But I know
What did you
Mudo.
say?
So I responded, it's probably from all that sperm you ingested back in high school.
And
Right?
it turns out it was.
And she responded,
was.
It
that's
was
exactly
exactly
what it
that.
was. That's exactly what it was. The doctor was like, you must have ingested a bunch of sperm
Yeah.
back in high school.
It was
Great
So
doctor, let me tell ya.
I diagnosed it without the MRI.
Without even-
I need.
And yeah, it would have been. It
And
would
without a
I would
medical
have saved
degree.
you like $5,000.
It was a
You
spermaloma.
just come to my
Spermaloma?
medical
yeah,
office.
it's
You know. So anyway, so the Israeli army was a good
malignant.
experience.
It
Can we
was
get back to
amazing.
the shoot?
Yes.
It was an amazing experience.
Amazing experience.
You know, that's pretty
9
cool.
minutes.
9 minutes. 9 minutes and counting.
Thank you.
9 minutes and counting. All right, all right. You said you were a child actress. Tell me about this.
Yes, I was.
Were you really a child actress?
I was.
I'm not
I
surprised.
have a record to prove
When you say a
it.
child actress,
Okay.
like, well, what?
I was not.
Talk to me about your resume.
I was 9 when I drove my parents crazy to take me auditioning in Israel. Again, I grew
Yeah.
up there. They finally did, and I got accepted to this children's theater.
Yeah.
It was the Ausland Children's Theater in
Oh.
Tel Aviv.
The Osland.
It's called, Ausland Theater.
Ausland.
Oh, Osland.
Ausland, yeah.
Oh, Osland.
Theater.
For
Children's.
the
Did they
movie,
pay you?
yeah. What's
Did
the
they
movie?
pay you?
The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz, yeah.
That's.
I'm sorry, it was the Wizard of Oz Theater.
Oh, are you kidding me right now?
That's what I meant.
Spell it out.
It's like the little
That's
things
what I
that
meant, though.
just
Okay,
kinda-
but you
so
understood.
The Wizard of
You
Oz.
understood. The Wizard of Oz Theater, and I played.
Dorothy?
I
Dorothy?
played. No, I played in different
Scarecrow?
Israeli
Scarecrow.
shows. It was Israeli shows.
Were you
It's
one of
not-
the Munchkins?
It was just the name of the theater.
Oh,
The
it
Wizard
was.
of-
It wasn't. It wasn't the Wizard of Oz
Children's
The
production.
shows were
It was
different.
the show. Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I played a bunch of, I played a bunch of shows, and on stage we toured the whole Israel on the many
Did you get
Israeli
paid?
holidays.
Were they paying you?
Actually, okay, I got a funny story about that
In
because
schmacks?
I was
They pay you in
I was
schmacks?
so young
Oh, schmacks.
and I was so naive. I didn't even know what money
Yeah.
was. I mean, my parents always took care of everything I needed.
Yeah.
I never had to go and buy stuff for myself back then. And we're talking 9 years old, okay? Even though my 9-year-old, my 8-year-old kids know exactly what money is right now, and they go to the store and they know what changes and everything. But back then, I guess my parents didn't think it was that important to teach me.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what money was. And when I got checks paid
Yeah.
for my work as a child actress, I put them in a drawer somewhere. Years later, I find those checks, and I was like, "Oh my God, I never cashed those checks. What are those?" And yeah, that was
So
my
you did-
payment for those shows. I just never
Like, what would
cashed
you get
them.
paid? What'd you get paid?
I
for?
never cashed
Can,
them.
can you cash them now?
No, you
Do
can't.
people recognize
I
you?
found them
Did
like
you?
way later. I'm talking like 20 years later, maybe I found those checks.
Were you walking around Israel and like strangers would be like, "Money's mine! Look at this! This is
No, because I did it as
Right? I can see that. I bet we go back to Israel with Rinat,
And everybody's
and we're
gonna
gonna
be
get
like,
off.
"Oh
We're gonna
my
get
God."
off the plane. Everybody gonna be like,
Not really, not really. It was just a period of my life that I had so much fun and kind of,
What was your starring role? What was the?
What was your big-
Hanale.
Who?
Hanale. There's a story about the girl in her Shabbat dress.
Yeah.
Her name was Hannah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hannah and the Shabbat dress.
Was she a Shayna Mayer?
Hanale.
She's a Shayna Punim, not a
Yeah,
maid,
Shayna Punim.
but a Punim.
Is it?
Because you were.
What is
I
that?
don't know. You know, well, what's a Shayna Madel? I know a
Beautiful,
Shayna
I
Punim's
don't
a
know.
beautiful
face.
maiden.
Punim is a face.
face.
Yeah.
I don't know
Shayna
what that
Madel though
is.
is like
It's a
a.
beautiful
Is that
girl.
that's Yiddish
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah, it's Yiddish.
Oh,
not-
it's Yiddish.
It's not. It's
And
not
I don't
Yiddish.
It's
speak
not
Yiddish.
Hebrew.
I
You
speak
don't speak-
Hebrew.
well, you
No,
know
it is
schmuck.
Yiddish.
Well, those are
schmuck.
curses. Just like you know
Oh,
curses
like a
in every
schmuck.
other
What a
every
schmuck.
language, you'll know curses in Yiddish too.
Yeah, it's true.
Schmuck
Pretty
is all
much.
you need to know.
Schmuck.
Schmuck is all you need.
Yeah, that's
Says it all.
And Maidele, no?
Says it all.
Maidele.
You know what I like actually?
Sweetheart.
You know what I like?
Maidele, no?
I like
Maidele.
schwanz.
Yeah, his
I like
name is
schwanz. You know schwanz?
Schwanz.
Schwarz?
Schwanz.
Schwanz is a great word.
It's the same
Yiddish
thing as
too.
schmuck.
Is it?
It's a
But-
penis. Well, no. Schmuck is a dick.
Schmuck is
Schwanz
a dick,
is
yeah.
a penis.
Is it?
Like
Are you sure?
Yes,
I love the fact that
100%.
we have diagrams in our studio, but that's a schwanz right over there.
That's a
Yeah, that's a
schwanz.
Right.
You want to see a schwanz?
Yeah, and then a schmuck is like a
There's a
asshole.
schwanz.
There's a
There's a schmuck. All right, so let's get back to real estate a little bit. Can we get back to real estate a little bit?
Definitely.
Let's talk about the current market.
Ugh.
All right, what do you get? Right. So
Ugh.
what do you think about the market right now, and where do you think we're going?
Brooklyn? New York
New
City?
York
What
City.
is it? Okay.
Well, all right, no, let's talk Brooklyn.
Okay.
It's the
Because you
Brooklyn
were
show.
saying it was a lousy market in the
Well,
winter.
okay. Winter sucked, as we all know and experience.
Sucked or sucks?
Sucked.
It's over.
It's over.
It sucked and sucks.
It's over.
Not, look, today was
It's
like what?
over.
All right, it's over. Okay. Yeah, it's overish.
It's over.
It's overish. It's overish.
Well, March 21st is knocked already.
That's true.
So
It's spring. That's true.
I
You're right.
kind of like
Yeah, you're right.
consider winter is over.
you're right.
And so the winter was a bit, was not a bit, but very slow. Rental
Sucked.
market has tons of inventory.
Yeah.
Things are not moving in the rental market unless you give them incentives as well, especially the condo.
We'll give you a free year's rent.
Yeah,
free year.
kinda.
We'll give you a free
What?
year.
But
That's
condo
what
owners have that problem where
Yeah.
they cannot even stand a chance with the competition with the big developers who offer 2 months free and no
Yeah.
fee and all
You're
that
right.
stuff.
You're right.
So the condo owners, which those are the people who I
They
do
can't
rental
do it.
for
Yeah.
normally.
They can't do.
They can compete that, but
They can't compete.
you kind of give them this is what's going on. You want to compete, pay the fee at least, or do something for your tenant. So that's
Yeah.
how you deal with that. And the sales market, obviously, it's a very weird thing. Okay, I have a very
Strange outlook.
yeah, because okay, so there's still bidding wars all over the place, which
Yeah.
is very weird for this time of this market.
Yeah.
But that tells us the apartments that are priced well.
What was your last listing right now? What was your? What
Well,
was
I
the
just
last
had an
listing?
open house this weekend.
Yeah.
My new listing, and I had 3 offers after it.
Where's
100 Maspeth, the Olive Park,
Olive Park? Yeah.
Yes.
Which unit?
3G.
3G. What is it? 1 bed, 2 bed?
It's a Alcove Studio convertible one.
Alcove Studio convertible 1.
And
What's the
I
asking
priced
price?
it at $499.
$499.
Oh.
And you had
According to
multiple
the market,
offers.
it's 450 square
What
foot.
it is.
But you
small,
don't believe
small
it.
apartments over there.
Do you think it is?
Great building
Oh,
though.
it
They got
is.
they got
It
a pool.
is.
They got
It is.
everything over there. Although there's big assessment over there right now.
Big
right? What's the
assessment?
assessment going on
Oh,
over there?
But the owner will pay it at the closing, which is
Yeah.
the,
How much is that hitting
Oh.
them every month? The assessment over there.
the studio.
Just in general, yeah. What are they paying every month on top of their common
Depending on
charges?
the apartment. My unit, 800
$800 extra.
for a year, so it's
Just
9,600.
for all those who don't know,
Yeah.
assessment is extra charge because the building needs construction.
Correct.
So it's costing the owners an extra $800 every month because of this assessment. Okay.
For a period of time of
For
12.
what is it?
It's
two,
a year.
2 months, 2 years?
It's
Oh,
a
1
year.
year. Okay.
1 year.
Great.
But the owner will pay that in full at the
Look,
closing.
that's 10 grand. That's 10 grand. It's a lot of money.
Exactly,
Yeah.
9,600 exactly to be
Yeah.
nice, good man.
Nice.
10
So
cheese.
yes, but the owner will pay it at the closing, which basically
Yeah.
kind of takes it
So
away
that's
from
great.
the buyer.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
And I think that's what makes
That's fair.
made the
So you had
three
multiple
buyers.
offers. That's fantastic.
Mhm.
That's
However,
fantastic. At ask or above?
and and above,
We're,
we're at above.
look at you. Look at you.
Yes.
Look, and that's good to hear. And you know what? From what I'm hearing and what I see is the entry level market, which this is a perfect example of,
All right.
is you're getting that sense of urgency. So at entry level pricing, we're getting the at ask or above. So on a unit for $499, because there's nothing to
There's
buy for
nothing on the
$500.
market, and that's
what are you
how
going
I
to buy for
marketed it.
$500? So there you
Exactly.
go. Perfect. Example.
Okay.
Well,
So that's great to hear. So that's good to hear.
so those units are gonna. I mean, if you price it right, then
Yeah.
the market is good no matter what market you're in.
And you're just below 5,
That's
which is smart.
a
I
tip
bet
for
your
the
sellers
sellers.
wanted to price it at 525. Did they
What's
not?
that?
Did your sellers want to price it at 525?
What do you mean? Like in the
Did your
building?
sellers want to price it at 525 originally?
It was either that or
Yeah.
put it below
But you were
5.
like, look, go below 5. We'll get more people. We'll bid up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Smart.
Exactly.
Good.
Well, there's a listing that closed at 490. That was priced at 525.
So there
It's
you
a
go.
lesser of a unit because it faces the wrong way.
Exactly. Price
And-
up. Price up.
Exactly.
On a unit like that.
So if you price it well, it's gonna fly.
because people look up to 500. So if you price at 525,
And
they're
it-
not even going to see you. They're not even going to see you.
It disappears
so
from your
price below
search.
5. Exactly. So,
Oh,
so
nice.
price below 5. Yeah.
Okay,
Price
but
point.
I wanna say, like, let's go back to that. The market talk is that this is that's not the thumb rule. This is not what
What's not
the
the
market
thumb rule?
is. This is not what the market is. This is
By
not
the way,
an
look,
example
I
of
just
what
wanna,
the
I'm
market.
going to help you right now.
Go
Right?
ahead.
It's the rule of thumb.
Oh, the rule of thumb.
I'm
Is
just,
it?
I'm just,
Is it?
I just,
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
want
is
you
it?
going around saying it's not the thumb rule.
It's-
Everybody,
Is
not the thumb rule.
Is the rule of thumb?
It's the rule of thumb.
That's
yeah,
how you
it's the
say
rule-
it?
That's how you, that's how it is. It's just what it is.
What does that
Yeah.
mean exactly?
The rule of thumb meaning it's
What
not
you
just
go
what
by
it is.
normally.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, but
It's
where
just
does
not
that?
what it
What's the
is.
derivation of the rule of thumb?
Well, you put it on a thing. This is what it is. It's
It's
like
the rule of
you know how
thumb.
you put your
Generally
print.
speaking, this is what it is. Anyway, okay.
Okay,
so
thank
go
you
ahead.
for thank you.
I just don't
No,
want
I needed to know that
because
because I go around. Yeah, I go around and say, yeah.
But I
Thank
like
you.
thumb rule. I think
I like thumb rule is
all
good,
week
you know?
long. We're
But
not
just so
going
you
to
know,
people saying it's
we're
not the thumb
changing.
rule, and they're
It's
looking at her like,
changed
who the
officially.
fuck
But
are
I'll tell you
you?
why I use it. It's free
Thumb
translation from Israel, from Hebrew. You know that.
Probably, yeah. I'm assuming.
Anyway,
All
okay.
right. So what's not the rule of thumb?
The rule of
You
thumb is
smell
not.
fantastic. Can I
Thank
just
you.
tell
Oh my God.
everybody-
Okay, so it's Chanel.
Yes.
Will you stop hitting on her for Christ's sakes?
She's
Will
a
you stop hitting on
beautiful
Renat?
woman. Renat-
What do you want? You can't have.
I'm just saying. I'm
You
very.
can't stand it
I'm
when the
very.
attention
I
is
feel
not on
very
them,
uneasy.
You know that, right?
Renat is a
Okay.
you have a beautiful profile.
I feel very uneasy over here. All right, finish your story.
So, what I was going to say is that
Yeah.
that listing in my story is not an example of the market.
Okay.
Because the market is not where everything goes to, multiple
Yeah,
offers.
just that sector
This
of the
specific one,
market.
and it's literally
Absolutely.
because I price it well. I think anything below $1 million is fair to say that this is how the big.
Yes, I think
it's safe to
the
say this
entry
is how it
level
looks
market
like.
that makes sense.
Anything above $1 million,
Yeah. You got to work it a little
you
bit.
got to work it more. You got to market it, harder. I want to say.
I've got a
emphasizing-
3-bed coming in
Where?
Fort Greene
Okay.
for a 3-bed for $1 million.
No way.
Oh yeah, this thing's
One bath though.
because it's in 2 baths.
2 baths.
2 baths. This thing's gonna kill it. No, because it's in one of those buildings.
I have 2 buyers.
Where
I'm
is
telling you
Talk
right
to
now.
me.
No, I'm telling you, it's coming in like 3 weeks. It's
Okay.
amazing. It's amazing. It's
Okay,
amazing.
can we get in the door first?
Amazing.
I've done the
Dude,
show.
100%,
Done the
100%,
show.
100%. And we're gonna sell shit on the
And we're
Brooklyn
gonna sell
show.
shit.
No, I'm telling you, no, but it's
I got something good coming too, actually.
I like
But
this.
that's in Tribeca.
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 Where's Tribeca? I've heard of Tribeca.
Well,
I
it's
think.
the
This
triangle
little
below.
neighborhood in
And
in Manhattan,
Tribeca-
a city called Manhattan.
Oh,
like,
jeez.
a
I've heard.
place called
Actually, you
Manhattan.
know what's funny?
Yeah.
I will say this. I work Manhattan now. I've got a bunch of.
I
stuff.
did since the
I
beginning.
never
and
really
love it.
worked Manhattan. Now I'm loving Manhattan. I love
Manhattan
it.
is great.
All the
What's the
Manhattan agents
difference?
come over here.
Wait, what's the difference?
I'm going in
between-
there.
Exactly.
Oh, you want to come over here? Well, I'm going in there.
Right.
I'm going in.
You're
Going
gonna
in.
take.
You're in.
You're gonna take part of my.
Oh, look, we got a new show. We got a new show
Okay,
here.
yes.
We got a new show here.
Show.
Game.
Game.
It's called Price It Out.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
I love
So
that.
we're gonna show 2 listings, and first question is which costs more, and then second we'll take it to the next level and we'll see if we can figure out how much it costs.
Are those closed already?
No, these are on the market.
Oh, on the market,
These are currently
okay,
on the market.
okay,
So
okay.
here, I'll let you see the first
I
one.
probably
It's
know
a
them.
2-bedroom in Williamsburg. It's at 20 North 5th.
20?
16H, 20 North 5th.
20 or 120 North Fifth?
Am I missing it?
You
'Cause
probably
no,
are.
it says 20,
20
North
North
5th.
Fifth?
Yeah, 20 North 5th.
Okay, and it's
20
what?
North 5th. Which building
It's
is
at
that?
Lloyd
I
says
must
yes.
know it. Got it. Okay, anyway, so I'm sure I know the building, but. Oh, Northside Pierce. Yeah, of course. Okay. You ready? Here's my. Lloyd, are we in camera? Can everyone see it?
You are. But
Okay.
I'll put it in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, so Lloyd's going to do it. I love it. For Facebook Live, 20 North 5th. There it is. You can't see anything. But
Okay.
Okay. So there's one. I'll let you look at it. Okay. And then here's the second one, 388 Bridge, which y'all know, 34G.
For sale. This is for sale, right?
So that's a what? Yeah, it's for sale. It's a 2-bedroom,
2 bath,
1,200 square feet in Williamsburg. And then we've got a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,141 square feet in downtown Brooklyn. I'll do that again, even though I
Show
don't
me.
need to. We'll do that over there. Okay. Which one costs more? Mudo.
Show me that one.
We'll let Mudo go first because we know Mudo. I think Mudo's gonna get it right though.
Okay, the one. All right.
Somehow right. So wait, we got 20 North 5th, 1,200 square feet, 1,234 square feet, going head to head with a unit at 388 Bridge, 34G, 2-bed, 2-bath. I'm gonna go rule of thumb. I'm gonna go with the higher. I'll go first. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the higher floor apartment. And
That's
I'm
what I
going to
was
go with 388 Bridge. I'm going to say 388 Bridge
Yes.
costs more.
That's what I was gonna say.
Although it says best 2-bedroom price per square foot value in the building.
in the building doesn't mean anything.
So I don't know, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go
I think
with.
that
I'm going to
might
go
be
with the
right.
higher floor is more expensive.
I think so too. It's a similar square foot.
Lloyd, do we know? Am I right or wrong?
Just peel it off. The yellow.
Oh, peel it off.
Oh, peel off the yellow.
Okay. The price on that is 1,525.
I know, so Northside
The
Piers.
price. Oh, we're wrong. 21
Northside
bits.
Piers is more.
Northside Piers is,
Like
is right.
167.
175. Look,
Yeah.
what do we know? We
That's
know
what I
nothing. Okay. God, I was going on them. Okay. So now here we got 544 Lexington. I can kind of see through. I feel like I'm cheating. I don't want to cheat.
Yeah, so
I wanna cheat.
don't do it then.
So I'll let you guys. I'll do it to you guys.
Okay.
I'll ask you guys. So we got 544 Lexington Avenue.
Okay.
Okay, in Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Get ready.
It's a 5-bedroom apartment.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 2,000 square feet in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Home of Biggie. And now 46 North Henry in Greenpoint. It's 1,200 square feet. It's a Flex 2 1.5 bath. Which one's more expensive? 46 North Henry.
Oh, that's hard.
What's
So
the
we
first
got-
address?
Although it's misleading because the first ad of 46 North Henry, I actually know the
I know
name.
that listing. I'll
Yeah, it's at
post it.
1F, so it's the lower level.
It's the lower
so
level,
it's
so
misleading.
it's- yeah.
It is misleading because it is a lower level duplex.
But I know
so
it.
you
Half
got
of
the
it is
square
underground.
footage, but it's the lower
I'm
level.
going to go with the 5-bedroom. It's more expensive.
You're gonna go with the 5-bedroom.
What's the square foot of the 5-bed?
The 5-bed
2,000?
is 2,000 square feet.
And what's the square footage of the other one?
The
Yeah.
other one's 1,200 square feet.
I'm going with the 5.
I'll go with the Lexington too.
Yeah, good call. It is the Lexington one.
Oh, so
It's
good.
135 and Henry
the other one is
115.
11?
Yeah, but it is a little misleading
I know.
because the one in Greenpoint is a lower level duplex, so half of the apartment's below grade, and you're not getting the proper price per square
Right.
per foot.
Per foot. Per square foot.
I knew I
Yeah.
did it.
What do you
Okay.
consider? I'm gonna turn the.
Are you gonna start asking
I'm gonna
questions?
start asking
All right,
you.
let's go.
What do you do when you have underground, like half of the apartment is under?
It's like half of market.
So what do you do?
so-
Like 50% of that square foot? You
Essentially,
consider that,
exactly.
right? That's what I
So
usually do.
if it's subgrade, I mean essentially I'll
Same thing
go,
for outdoor, large outdoor.
Outdoor's the third.
30%.
Outdoors 30%.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
outdoors
Oh, you
30%.
need that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
I'm
want to go
just
by the
checking to
numbers,
see that
but then I see where
We're
we
working the
land.
same
You know?
attitude.
Yeah, I see where we land.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, it depends
What they
on
don't
how
they don't
much
teach
value.
you that they don't teach you that in Corcoran's training.
Actually, you know what? That time I had to learn on my own
Yeah.
with the years. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
good
stuff you don't
training. I
learn.
mean, yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of it you got to learn on your own. I mean, you
Most
really
of it I
gotta
learned on
learn
my own.
your
Most of it, I gotta say.
Yeah.
You know, it took me a while. I mean, that's why I started sales lead and everything. You know, because
Sales lead. What are you talking about? What's that?
I started sales after 2.5 years in the business.
Oh, I thought you said you
I
started
didn't do any sales.
sales lead like it was a,
No,
it
no,
was a
no.
program.
I didn't
or
do any
something.
sales before then. I just
Yeah.
wanted to be an expert of rentals.
You wanted to learn
and I
the
did.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did.
So,
I
like,
was the
how
best
many
in the
of your
rentals at the time when I
transactions
did
throughout
just
the
that.
year,
Yes.
Renat, of your transactions throughout the year, what percentage is rental as opposed to sale?
I want to say it's mainly sales. It's like
Yeah,
I want to say 70-30.
Like 70% sales, 30%
70-30, maybe
rentals.
even 80-20.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Even that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You know what? I hate to do this, but we're out of time.
No way.
We're totally out of time.
Oh, we need to
We're
do a
out of time.
follow up.
I mean, if like people
We
right
need to
now are
do a
like, are they
follow-up.
gonna end the fucking
You
show?
guys,
What?
I had so much fun.
Yeah, this is great. I'm so sorry
You're
Army
not
couldn't
our
make it.
best guest.
This is fantastic. I mean,
Don't
I
you
had
have
a
a
great
prize for like your best
time.
guest?
What kind of prize do you want? What kind
I'm
of, well,
joking.
you get a painting. We have a painting
I got
for
it.
you.
I got a drink. I got a painting.
We got a painting for you. Are you kidding me? Come on.
You're going to go out with me?
Look at the painting.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
I
God.
haven't
Oh God. Everybody, thank you for tuning in to this week of the Brooklyn Show.
Thank you.
Rinat, for coming by. Always.
Pleasure.
I'll see you at Bembay.
Not Pierre
Yes.
Thursday nights?
Bay.
You let me know when you go. Dude, by the way, if you
Yes,
go
we
on
know.
ladies' night to Bembay, I'm there.
Bembay.
If
I'm
you
going
just
to-
have to text me and be like, I'm at Bembay with
Come over.
the single mothers in my
single,
class.
yeah.
All the
And
single
I'm there.
mothers.
I'm
all
there.
The single
My wife
mothers, all
understands.
the
I'm
single
allowed to.
mothers.
You're allowed.
I'll be like, honey, I
That
gotta
what
go to
keeps the
Bembay
marriage
because
alive,
Renat.
let me
Be
tell
like,
you.
honey,
And a little
Renat's
voice.
at Bembay
Yeah, gotta
with all the
go.
single soccer moms. I am so there. Everybody, have a great week. We'll see you next week. Who's our guest next week?
All
Do
the
we
single
know?
mothers.
We don't even
Single mothers.
know. I could check, but I won't. But anyways, tune in. I'll put it on Facebook. Guys, peace.
Peace
See you
out.
later. Peace to the brotherland.